side with Cleveland's best coverage. This is News Channel 5.
Some folks might have been dreaming of a white Christmas, but none dreamed of spending it like this, standing out in the cold in downtown Cleveland because of a fire in their apartment building. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Baldwin. It happened at the Winton Manor apartments around 5 tonight. As it turns out, this is not the first time for these residents.
I cannot stand being out here on Christmas Day when I was in my apartment, relaxing, minding my own business.
About 250 people, mostly disabled, elderly, and low income, had to be evacuated from the Winton Manor apartments on Prospect Avenue on Christmas Day. All thanks to a fire that may have started in a trash chute somewhere between the 6th and 8th floor.
I am livid.
It's terrible. I'm very upset.
Absolutely livid.
Because some say this is not the first time they've been through this. Back in September, residents were forced out because of a trash chute fire that started between the 4th and 5th floor. Tonight, RTA buses were brought in to get them out of the cold. All this has residents demanding answers.
We've been telling management and demanding management for years to put security cameras in here to find out who is the one that is responsible, who keeps setting these fires.
The fire department spokesperson Larry Gray said no one was injured in the fire. Now, last week, residents were left out in the cold as well, this time because of a mattress fire on the 10th floor. All right, an early morning fire at the Westchester Townhomes in Westlake leaves 10 people looking for new homes on Christmas Day. Fire officials believe the fire was sparked by a mechanical issue in one of the heating units. One man was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. One resident's apartment is connected to the one where the fire started. And while it was damaged, she is thankful she wasn't home at the time of the blaze.
The firefighters told me that I was very, very lucky that the winds were not blowing in the opposite direction. Had they done that, my unit probably would have been a complete loss. But that as it was right now, that only one unit was a complete loss.
The Red Cross is helping those affected by the fire and tells News Channel 5 they are housing them in nearby hotels for the time being. Well, Christmas is already one of the biggest movie days of the year, and today The Interview lured folks to theaters nationwide to see the movie causing so much controversy on the big screen. News Channel 5's Homa Bash is live at Tower City Cinemas tonight, and Homa, there were some big crowds there.
That's right, Michael. Now, this is the only theater in the city showing the film today, one of just 5 in the state. And despite terror threats, hack attacks, and growing controversy, 2 out of those 4 showings were sold out.
I'm not going to let a dictator dictate what I watch.
Marcus Harper is about to go see the sold-out first showing of The Interview at Tower City Cinemas.
Hello, North Korea!
Something that wasn't possible until 2 days ago, when Sony decided that it would show the controversial comedy, after pulling it from theaters nationwide just days earlier because of terror threats.
I think it's too bad that they hesitated.
Yeah, I think they should have just put it out.
Tower City Cinemas is one of a few hundred theaters around the country that decided to release the James Franco-Seth Rogen film on Christmas Day. Security was not stepped up here, and just before the first showing, we found long lines of people, Harper included.
I don't care about the quality of the movie. I just want to be here because the guy told me not to.
We just believe in freedom of speech.
There's so much dispute, and it's caused such drama. I want to see if the movie's any good.
So, was it?
At first I thought, it's going to be one of those stupid, corny movies, but it was actually high budget and really good.
Out of 10?
8. I have to say 8. It was really good.
Tower City Cinemas says it'll play here as long as people come to see it.
Now, the movie wasn't just released to select theaters. It's also available to stream online on sites like YouTube, Google Play, and Microsoft Xbox. In downtown Cleveland, I'm Homa Bash, News Channel 5.
About a dozen people took time out of their holiday to take part in a vigil in Cleveland for those whose lives were lost in encounters with police. They walked carrying candles and glow sticks from Public Square to West Side Market and back. Even though it was a small turnout, the organizers tell us recent events should raise concerns for all of us.
Does not impact just one community, east or west, black, white, brown. This is a human rights issue, and that everyone should be a part of some type of action to raise awareness and to say that we want to recognize the value of all human life.
At each stop, they read a list of names of those people they were remembering. There was also a protest at the state capitol today. About 30 people rallied in front of the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections in Columbus, calling for the release of older prison inmates who no longer pose a threat. It's the second time for the Christmas Day rally by the Universal Support Network. All right, no white Christmas, but it definitely got colder after the severe storms we saw last night. Lisa Mlinovitz is in the Weather Center tonight. And Lisa, what can we expect? We're heading out early for those post-holiday deals.
Well, your shopping shoes should be on. You're not going to need any rain gear. Temperatures are going to get considerably warmer. All in all, it should be a really very nice one for us for Friday. Then the roller coaster gets going again. More about that coming up in terms of our temperatures. Right now, the Power 5 Doppler radar network, nothing on it. Now, early this morning, we did have a little bit of rain and a little bit of snow and mix that went through just during the early morning hours. Thereafter, things cleared up pretty nicely. Temperatures for the next 12 hours, pretty stable. Not any great huge highs or lows. But look what happens to the sky. Cloudy at this hour, but we are going to begin to clear out. 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., mostly clear conditions. As we get to 9 and 11, sunny skies. Daytime high temperatures are actually going to soar during the day tomorrow. We could see temperatures near 50 degrees. And then things are going to set up to plummet once again. We're going to talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. Michael.
All right, thank you. Firefighters who reported for duty this morning at Cleveland Fire Station number 39 were in for quite a surprise when some were sent to other stations for their shifts. The move put the Cleveland Fire Union and neighbors on high alert. But as News Channel 5's Nick Foley tells us, the city insists the move was only temporary.
Mark Majak was shocked to hear part of his neighborhood fire station just 4 blocks from his home was possibly being shut down.
It just seems to me that it'll make it a little more dangerous if there's a fire to have somebody come from all the way over on Rocky River or somewhere to take care of us.
I guess what's more troubling is that there was no advance notice to this community.
Cleveland Association of Firefighters President Frank Zabos says Station 39 learned of the plan to shut down the unit's engine this morning, moving the 4 firefighters assigned to the truck to another station.
Folks are at home. They have out-of-town guests, a lot of Christmas trees, Christmas wrapping paper around, a lot of fire hazards on the holiday. Certainly this community is completely, we feel, blindsided by the lack of notification.
We can't control that.
Department of Public Safety spokesman Larry Gray says the decision was made because an excessive amount of firefighters, or about 10 of the city's 160 or so, called in sick. Gray adds while it required officials to shift things around, the public in the area is still receiving needed protection.
We're always worrying about our residents, but we have to let our residents understand that sometimes when situations present themselves, we have to make adjustments, and we do it based on the safety of the residents of our city.
Majak says for the time being, he'll give the city the benefit of the doubt.
You would have thought, especially on Christmas, that they would have had a little more of a heart if they indeed are closing the place permanently. But if it's only a temporary thing, I get that. And that's what we're hoping for.
Gray insists the move was temporary and says by the time the next shift begins here at Station 39 tomorrow morning at 8, the unit will be fully staffed with firefighters. Reporting in Cleveland, Nick Foley, News Channel 5.
All right, thanks, Nick. The city tells us there was 1 unit still online at Station 39, ready to go if needed. All right, a 50-year-old Maslin man was killed in a 1-car crash in Perry Township in Stark County early this morning. The State Highway Patrol says the truck Joseph Vender was driving went off the road on 12th Street, hit several trees and overturned. Troopers are still investigating. All right, and a sad holiday for a family in Brooklyn. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office says 81-year-old Rich Thompson was found dead in Big Creek. The man's wife and daughter went looking for him and called 911 after spotting him at the bottom of the cliff. Firefighters believe he fell. The fire chief says it appears to be an accident, but it's under investigation. The sheriff in Waynes County is asking for your help in solving a Christmas Day crime involving puppies. A post from the sheriff's office says 3 men entered a home in Doylestown early this morning and demanded money. When the victim couldn't give them any, the men stole 4 3-week-old puppies. The sheriff's office says they will die without proper care. If you know anything, please give them a call. It's a year-long movement that gave some families a Merry Christmas they wouldn't otherwise have. How you can get what you need and get rid of what you don't for free. Plus, the FDA sent out a warning after dozens got sick, recalling caramel apples because of a possible link to a deadly listeria outbreak. And have you had any trouble gaming today? You're not alone. What's going on with the Xbox and PlayStation networks?